Like if we talk about $7.4 billion, right? If that's chump change, which it probably is for Microsoft, what else could they buy? Because for instance, so throwing some numbers out there, Marvel, all of Marvel is worth $4 billion or somewhere along those lines. And if you look at Rockstar Games, they're worth about 3.5 billion. I mean, they could buy all of Rockstar Games. So if you want to play GTA, you can no longer play it on PlayStation. I'm like, these are hypotheticals, right? I'm just saying, like, these are things that can happen because we've seen it in the streaming community where Disney Plus came out with their own platform and they're like, Netflix, give us back our shit.
Well, it's those contracts expired and they weren't going to renew them.
Yep.
I don't see. Okay, this is what I do see happening. I think Sony's going to answer right back.
What do you think they're going to buy? Oh, whoa. Explosions.
Gears of War?
Nope. Sony buys Epic because they already have a $200 million investment in them.
Oh, they do. They do. They have a huge investment on them.
Right?
Maybe this is Microsoft's answer right back to Sony.
You mean Sony's answer right back to Microsoft?
No, because Sony
well, they didn't buy Epic. They only gave them a small percentage portion. But I think Epic is worth something like $12 billion.
And Microsoft has zero stakes in it right now.
Zero stakes in it right now.
That's what I'm saying. Right now.
Oh, man. You imagine not being able to play Fortnite on Xbox?
That wouldn't happen. Sony would not do that because that means that, remember, they're going to get a cut. They're going to get some kind of, whoever is buying over there, they're going to get that same cut right back.
That's crazy.
I could see what I could see. This could be Microsoft answering back to what Sony did with Fortnite, but they didn't buy out Fortnite. They didn't buy out Epic. They just bought a percentage.
But let's be real, $200 million versus $7.5 billion. It's like,
it's still an answer. To me, this is an answer. If they're saying if they're saying like, hey, we're gonna buy a stake in there, and maybe Microsoft couldn't get a stake in there, and Epic said, nope, we don't need you. That's fine. We already got Sony. We tried. And then so maybe Microsoft is doing this, saying, okay, screw you guys. We're going to own Bethesda now. We're going to buy them out. I'm curious to see if Sony, you know what would be interesting? You know what would be really, really interesting? If Sony comes out and says, cool, we're going to buy EA Sports.
Oh, man.
You know what could happen?
No, that's too big of a company. EA Sports is worth a lot of money.
And you don't think Sony could flex?
I don't know, man. EA Sports, let me see. I'm going to pull it up real quick.
If they were to do that, Microsoft, just stop. Don't continue it.
They're worth about $23 billion. That's a big flex.
Well, think about it. Look what Sony did with Epic, and then look how Microsoft responded with Bethesda. Imagine if they responded with EA. They're like, cool, you want to flex? Cool, let's double that up then.
But see, Sony doesn't have as big as banks as Microsoft does. Their net worth is only about $70 billion. So for them to buy a company like EA, that's like a good 25% of their company.
And
I'm just saying that's a big stake to throw on the table.
Think about it. If it's 25% of the company, you're not, yes, you're saying we're going to buy you. We're going to spend 25% of our income for you, but they also just added 25% on top of their own company because Xbox still has to buy their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So does every single cloud-based platform out there. This could be something where Sony's like, cool, guess what?
I think one thing's for sure. This is unprecedented and precedented at the same time. This is going to be, I think, setting certain standards going forward of what the gaming conglomerate war is to be.
Why are you trying to use big words?
Because I'm smart.
No.
No. The gaming conglomerate is to be going forward within the next 5 years, I think.